With the ongoing discussion about a possible interconnection between Iceland and the UK-Europe, there are some uncertainties about the future energy market in Iceland. But no matter if the cable will be set up or not, it is clear that Iceland is going to add some electricity generation, as highlighted in a recent research piece by Eskja Energy Partners in Iceland. As reported by Icelandic paper Grapevine last month, an interconnection cable between Iceland and the UK would cost around 800 billion Icelandic krona, which is equivalent to $6.2 billion, and require at least 1400 megawatt in power generation capacity dedicated for export through the cable. Cable will be between 1000 and 1500 km long, the longest in the world, and be positioned up to 1200 meters below the surface of the sea. It will connect Icelandic power plants to the energy market in Europe and possibly provide higher electricity tariffs than from sales to energy-intensive industries in Iceland at the moment. In an overview, Eskja Energy Partners provides a good overview on the electricity generation projects that might be built until 2035. Geothermal energy projects play the major role in the planning until 2035. There are 3 projects by the National Power Company. Thinkgeo. There are first state of the Thinkgeo first plant is under construction with 45 megawatt capacity and an additional 45 megawatt under preparation. Thinkgeo second would add 105 megawatt in capacity when built. Furthermore, Land's Workzone is planning with a 100 megawatt project at the site of the current small-scale Reykjavik geothermal power plant. Reykjavik Energy is planning with 2 projects, both in the Hengil area, near its plants of Nesjavellir and Hellishjordir. The Grönúkur project would be a 40 megawatt project and the Methylene project a 50 megawatt project. The only private power company, HS Orka, is planning with 2 projects of its 100 megawatt at Sandfell and Sevifluhals, both at Krusuvik, not far from its current plants at Svartsengi and Reykjanes. The project would add 585 megawatt in geothermal power generation capacity, with an additional 124 megawatt planned for the hydro project that will add a combined 709 megawatt in power generation capacity, or about half of what would be needed should a cable being planned. Imagining Iceland without geothermal energy would require turning back the clock half a century. Geothermal energy is a large part of everyday life, and its successful utilization has completely changed living standards throughout the country. Icelanders use geothermal resources to generate electricity, heat houses and swimming pools, grow food in greenhouses, recycle plastics, and produce a variety of skincare products. Furthermore, geothermal power plants have become a hotbed for innovation that deals directly with future challenges, such as capturing carbon emissions. The US is experiencing increased interest in making use of geothermal resources under the Biden administration. with the US Department of Energy announcing $20 million in funding for geothermal drilling technology projects and $8.4 million for accessing geothermal potential from abandoned oil and gas wells. In Iceland, all electricity is now produced with renewable energy. Geothermal is a vital part of the energy mix, powering about 90% of the nation's central heating and 30% of electricity, with hydropower accounting for other 70% of the electricity. Iceland has both high temperature and low temperature geothermal resources, with 6 geothermal power plants generating electricity. As a base load renewable energy, geothermal is a good long-term investment for countries that have suitable geothermal resources for electricity production. This is the case in Iceland, but the Icelandic example also shows how important it is to rely on renewable energy for space heating, which requires lower temperature geothermal resources than electricity production and can be applied in more countries as they move toward decarbonizing their heating system. For example, the European Union's work in recent months to make progress toward more sustainable heating and cooling creates an opportunity to incorporate Icelandic solutions. Iceland's commitment to clean energy attracted investment from energy-intensive industries such as aluminum smelters, drawn by competitively priced and reliable electricity. Increased demand for electricity from energy-intensive industries was met by utilizing hydropower and geothermal resources. Between 1919 and 2014, Iceland saw a 25% population increase and a 1700% increase in geothermal electricity production. In recent years, data centers looking to operate sustainably also have looked to Iceland, where the cool climate allows for free natural cooling, which further lowers their operating costs. Geothermal power is essential to Iceland's electricity grid, but the incredible achievement of having 90% of primary energy use in Iceland come from renewables in 2020 is largely thanks to the country's geothermal district heating system. Innovative Icelandic companies have made the most of geothermal resources. Along with producing electricity and pioneering geothermal district heating, the geothermal industry has led to ambitious carbon-neutral power production projects and companies working within the circular economy. Thanks for watching this video till the end, and do subscribe to the channel to get the latest update on construction videos around the world.